What's going on, Voss?
Oh, it is good to be back in a studio.
Yeah.
And thank you. Listen, you've been doing this forever, and I'm sure I don't need to ask you this. But just in case, where are the life rafts at? Just in case, if things, don't go the way we.
You're either a very brave man or very desperate.
Why?
For coming in and doing this show with me today.
Well,
just because of all the horse shit that's been, out there.
Well, to tell you the truth, because I don't really keep up on it because I listen to Stern, so I don't know really what's going on with everything.
Yeah.
I try. When two people are in the middle of something, every time I'm the one who does. I look at during any.
Spit it out.
Well, during any.
Spit it out, Jesus.
That's what I said to Bonnie last night. Spit it out on my back. I don't. Nothing comes good out of it for me. So. You know what I mean?
What, you just get fucked in the end?
Well, yeah.
You get squeezed from both sides?
I get squeezed. I never, in the beginning when you were on with Anthony, I never did Stern, because I was loyal to you guys.
And you were never asked to do Stern?
Yes, I was. I was asked.
Prove you were asked to do Stern.
Bonnie asked me to do Stern. No,
I'll give you $100 right now if you could prove to me.
Well, how can I prove that? Okay, I'll tell you
had an opportunity to do Stern, but you didn't because of me. And Anthony,
I'll tell you why.
Time.
You were off. I'll tell you why I could have done it.
Yeah.
Now I'm not. Okay, I'll give your opinion. Could I have done it?
Okay.
I was on Last Comic at the time. You guys were off the air. You remember? Not as.
Yes, I remember. I was your photographer.
Yes, you were. You were off the air,
yeah.
Like you should have been. And I was on Last Comic. I had a lot of heat, so I was doing a show in Connecticut at a big theater. Mm-hmm. Packed, killed. Gary was there, Delabont, whatever his name, Boy Gary. Boy Gary was there, saw the show, very funny, came up to me. Right then I could have said, hey, I'd like to come on the air. So, what do you think, if he came to my show at a theater while I'm on TV, what do you think the odds were of me doing it?
Very slim. He just happened to be there.
No, you don't just happen to be in a theater.
He just happened to be there. He lives up that way.
Yes, but still, if I'm on Tough Crowd, I'm on Last Comic,
right?
Okay, I'm not doing radio.
He lives close to where you were.
Yes, he does,
and he probably was like, "Oh, Voss is close by. Yeah, all right, let's go check him out." I think that's about it.
Okay. Well, then that's your opinion. I think I could have. Well,
you think you could have parlayed that into an appearance on Stern?
All right. Here's how I'll find out.
Of course, Voss has already made this about him.
You just asked me. Look, enough with you two. I'm sick of you two. It's about me. I don't have a show anymore. And listen, folks, I'm seriously, if you want to try to get your golf game back, go to Golf Tech. I went there yesterday.
How much are they paying you for that?
Free lessons.
Yeah.
Now, listen, when I do their after show in a couple weeks.
Oh, can I tell you something about your show, by the way?
Yes.
There's a lot of things that need to be said today. I was in the dark as far as that goes as well. They got rid of all of the shows that I helped put on this fucking channel.
Yeah.
And they didn't even tell me that was going down.
Well, here's the only thing I'm really upset about with you and Norton. If you want my opinion, this is what I'm upset about. All your behind the scenes work stuff, that's between you two. Personally, what I'm upset about, and I got over it, but what I'm upset about, when our show got canceled,
yeah,
Norton never text, hey, I'm sorry about your show.
Right.
And your text was, hey, you okay? So
that's not bad.
That stinks. You hired me. You should have called.
Bad.
You should have called and said, hey, I'm sorry, I heard.
I think that's pretty good considering what I was going through.
Yeah, but you didn't.
I was trying to save my own ass.
Yeah, all you had to save your own ass. It takes a pen. I didn't even get to meet anybody.
It didn't just take a pen. My gut feeling told me to not come back to this place. My gut said that.
Well, then lose weight.
I lost 10 pounds in 3 weeks.
Because of the stress?
Yes!
Oh, that's so fucking great. I got to get more stress.
Yes, you do.
I got to spend more time with Bonnie.
I mean, I walked out of the shower this morning and I went, God damn, that stress looks good on me.
Well, you would think.
But I didn't even have a signed deal until late Friday afternoon. And I only found out that they signed their part of the contract this morning, a couple hours ago. So, because everyone's online, what the fuck's going on? Why are you being so fucking vague? Because I had no news. I had nothing to say. I said no to him so many times. I'm like, no, I don't want to do afternoons. I still don't want to do afternoons.
Afternoons is the best. Spin. How can you not?
Is it?
Yes, let me explain to you.
Really?
Can I explain radio to you?
Yes, please, because I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Afternoons are...
See, I told you. He admitted it right off the bat. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Why the fuck is he throwing up the air? It's going to drive me nuts.
Yeah, it's going to explode. I can't wait. I'm here. Here's...
Yes.
For me, when you guys were on NEW in the afternoon, to me, this is for me. I'm looking out for me in life, just like you look out for you.
Sure.
Norton, Anthony, everybody looks out. You got to look out for yourself and your family first.
Of course.
First, are you being mean?
No, I'm not really.
So
I just don't want to do afternoons.
Okay.
And I told them a million fucking times. They're like, no, it'll be great. We don't really have a big show in afternoons. You'll have the lane to yourself and the guests. Oh, my God. And then I talked to all the bookers around here, and they're like, yeah, it's really hard to get guests at SiriusXM in the afternoon.
Why? You got them at NEW in the afternoon?
It's not really. I mean, here and there, yeah, I guess. But so that's the first problem. But the second problem is I didn't want to leave my fucking show. Yes. I was kicked off my own fucking show. It's kind of embarrassing.
Well, you should have spun it, like Bonnie said.
What? Oh, spinning it. You want to hear about spinning?
No, wait. This is how you spin it.
What?
I wanted to do afternoons. The people don't know.
Those fucking assholes wanted.
But the public doesn't know.
I don't give a fuck. I'd rather tell the public the truth. These guys go, we'll send out a press release that, you were sick of getting up early and you just wanted to sleep in and you really are excited about it. I'm like, what are you, crazy? I want to tell the fucking truth. I mean, I'm here. I'll tell you this much because I know those assholes are listening down the hall right now. I will absolutely crush it in afternoons. But as I sit here, day fucking one, I don't want to be doing this shift.
Well, look who your guest is.
Okay?
Look who you got. I'm your get. That's fucking...
Well, everyone else was too scared to come in today.
Why are people scared?
Oh, listen, there's people that are scared. Rich, it's ridiculous.
Okay.
It's completely ridiculous. The holding point was they're like, it came out of nowhere. The Post reporter called me yesterday. They only wrote a little bit about what I was telling them, but basically I was blindsided. And Scott Greenstein goes, "Look, we want you to do afternoons." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I don't want to." He goes, "No, it's either that or nothing." I'm like, "All right, nothing." So then I walked and I took some time to myself. They kept coming back to me, and then I'm like, maybe I could try it for a year because the problem is, I just thought that I was going to continue doing mornings. And this came out of nowhere. I didn't have time to fucking plan for anything. And so my reasoning, and it's the truth, that it's not going to sound good for the people upstairs, but I didn't have anywhere else to go because it came out of nowhere. I scrambled a little bit, and actually there was some nice interest out there. And in the end, I'm like, I will do 1 year for you guys. And they're like, no, we need a multi-year deal. I'm like, well, no, that's just not happening because this is not my idea. I'll make it work. I promise you that. Well, but this is not my idea. So then it went back and forth, and like 2 year deal or pretty much shove it. I'm like, all right, well, it's been fun. And then they kept coming back to me. What is this going to take? I'm like, what it's going to take is 1 fucking year. I'll give you 1 fucking year. And if things don't drastically change, then I'm looking at my last year at SiriusXM. Period.
This has been going on. Something flew out of your mouth. This is going on for 10 years with all you guys. I mean, I don't know the negotiation powers. One, don't ever say I have nowhere to go because it seems like a scene from the Pope of Greenwich Village.
I didn't say that, but I'm being honest now. Like if I truly knew this was going to happen to me, I would have been all over the place trying to find somewhere else to go. But I was so blindsided by this. I'm like, holy fuck. And then, people always say it's easier to find a new job while you still have a job. And I knew what happened when we got fired from NEW, where I had to sit out almost 2.5 years. By the time we got back, we were fucked and we had to start all over. Hence the John Lennon Starting Over song, by the way. And so I'm like, you know what? It would be best to sign for a year, give it a shot. I'm not going to fucking just call it in. I will do a very good radio show, and then a year from now, we'll see where we're at. But I'm looking at this as pretty much my last year at SiriusXM because I want to go to a place that I'm appreciated. And through the negotiations that just happened, there's no fucking way they could spin it and say you're appreciated.
Yeah, but this business. It's always up and down. 1 second, and
we're in the down phase right now.
Yeah, big deal. Big deal. Then you
we're
have
in the
something.
Down phase.
Yeah, I've been in the down phase. I've been in the up phase, down phase. And you know what? You're still doing what you fucking do.
Oh no, I love doing this, and I don't want. And this isn't a woe is me, and I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not a victim. I'll be just fine. Yes, of course. I got a great life. I really do, but I don't appreciate being completely blindsided by this whole fucking thing.
I don't know the corporate. I don't know the rumors. There
is no rumors.
No, I mean why? How
I was pushed out. I was pushed out. Jimmy told me a year ago that he was leaving the show. He told me a year ago. And then he said it on his advice show. Then he said it on other podcasts, other radio shows. There was an Esquire article. So I'm thinking, all right, well, what's next for me? I started working with all you comics, and the show was fucking working. And then somewhere in there, Jimmy went from I'm leaving the show to I'm going to fucking take your show. Or take our show, I should say that, because we certainly did it together. And I do believe that even though we didn't have the best chemistry, I do believe we did very good shows. I really do.
Here's the deal with me. I will never badmouth Jimmy unless I get hired as.
I don't even need anyone to badmouth Jimmy.
Saying,
I'm just telling the fucking truth.
I know. For me, though, unless I get hired. I mean, if I'm hired as second or third mic, then
for a pretty number.
Listen, I'll throw that. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're in a war, you're going to need someone like me. Jimmy's been my friend for 20-something years. Behind the scenes, that's none of my business. The only thing that hurt me personally, like I said, was no text. And
I texted you.
Are you okay? Well, whatever.
That was like that's like a you okay, and then you're like, no, I'm fucking mad, and then I write something back. It was like, dude, I was more than distracted, but I knew how much that show meant to you and Bonnie.
It was a highly rated, fun show.
Sherrod still won't talk to me. I had reached out to him. He's fucking beyond pissed that he lost Race Wars, and I don't blame him. But I'm here to tell you that I had no idea all the shows were going away. That was
I don't
part
think
of this.
You did.
This was part of this master plan to completely blow up this fucking channel.
Well, I think, as I said, looking out for me, we'll be back, me and Bonnie, because our show was too good not to be back somewhere. Somewhere we'll be back, I think. And
I thought you did. I thought you did a great show.
And
I think you're a natural at doing this radio thing.
Thank you. And I thought when I came in here one afternoon, and you were in here with Vic, and
love the Vic Henley,
and he's one of my favorites on radio. And Chris,
he also told me it's been good.
What do you mean?
It's been good.
He's not coming back either?
We'll have some conversations. I like Vic Henley, but the problem is. The problem is they pretty much took everything away from me. So I'm up for the challenge. But one of the things they said down the hall is, you're really good at building radio shows. I had to listen to that horse shit. And then it turns out I got Paul, I got Erock, I got Lewis, and that's it.
Well, and
no money for a co-host.
What?
No real money for a co-host.
I got to get out of here. Well, hey, listen, good luck.
Oh, was this your tryout?
No, I don't either. I'm just saying, I thought I don't want to be a co-host.
No guests?
I want to be a third guy.
All right, I can handle that.
Third guy, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Monday.
All right.
Okay,
can you do me one favor and make sure you don't make it about yourself?
I got to take, and everybody's getting tired.
Tone that part of it down a little bit.
Yeah, but
please.
People are getting a little tired of you and Jim. We're getting tired of it. Okay, we went through it with Ant. We're getting tired. We don't really. All we want to do is hear fucking radio. Yeah. We don't. You know what I mean? It just. It's like. I don't know.
Anthony's people reached out to me.
What?
Keith the Cop reached out to me.
For what?
He was very, very nice. He was very, very nice.
Well, I talked to Ann over the weekend.
And he's like, Ann would absolutely work with you again, and blah, 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 blah. But to be honest, in the end, it was too much to unwind in such a short period of time. So
that's something to think about. Are you kidding me?
What?
getting back with him? That would fucking, are you kidding me? You know the headlines? Do you know I mean, obviously you'd have to do it out of a van, but can you imagine? Look, if people get back, people break up, people get divorced.
The funny thing is, because when I was yelling and screaming at the guys down the hall, I'm like, you put a lot of things back on the table. And they're like, what? Like what? I go, like Anthony. They're like, oh, you would never. Oh my God, you would never. I go, what? After what you did to me, you put a whole bunch of things back on the table. I had a wonderful spot here. That's serious. But then when things happen and maybe the funds go a little lower and stuff, then all of a sudden you start looking around like, now I could do this, and this. So, but there's a lot to unwind there, to be honest with you.
What I was saying,
a lot.
The day I came in here, when you were here with Vic and Chris in the afternoon, you guys were having a great, fun radio show that day. Remember?
I mean, no offense to Jim Norton, but when he's not around, I'm way more relaxed.
Okay, so you guys are
way more relaxed. I mean, when I have Vic and when I have Chris, we're doing pretty good right now. I feel like I could be more myself. And you know what? It's no fault of Jim Norton. We tried. We gave it a good shot, but the fact is, when Anthony got fired, Jimmy was the first one on the phone immediately. I've said all this, so I'm not saying anything brand new. He was the one that basically said, you need to continue. You need to continue. You know damn well if you got fired that Anthony would continue. And I was like, I was in a place where I was trying to figure everything the fuck out. And this has to be said, and then Sam, because now we're not holding anything back, and we're going to be telling the fucking truth. That's one of my biggest problems over the years, that a lot of bullshit came my way, and I fucking didn't take care of it as it was happening, okay? I get a lot of shit out there, and I'll be the first to admit that a lot of it is deserved, of course. But the days of me being blamed for every fucking thing that has happened here are over, okay? So with that said, when it was all going down, Sam came out and saw me, and he goes, while you're at it, you really should get rid of Jim Norton. That is a fucking fact.
What do you mean? He said what?
When Anthony got fired, Jimmy's telling me we got to continue, and Sam on his end was telling me, while you're at it, you should probably get rid of Jim Norton. Because in all fairness to Sam, he knew that, we didn't really have the best chemistry. If you listen to all the O&A material out there, you're not going to hear a lot of me and Jimmy going back and forth. You're just not. And that's okay, because the show was me and Anthony at first. Even on the days where me and Anthony were basically telling each other to go fuck themselves, seconds before the mics went on, we still had chemistry, even though we fucking hated each other. Me and Jimmy never really had that chemistry, and that's okay. I'll never deny he's one of the quickest guys and one of the funniest guys I've ever worked with on radio. But the show worked with me and Ant going back and forth, and him sniping and being ridiculously funny. And then his role developed, more from that point, of course. So when Anthony got fired, we're sitting there like, wow, we both knew we didn't have the chemistry, but we gave it a good fucking shot. And I think we did a pretty damn good job considering. And I started working in a lot of guys because, we needed a third guy. He needed a comic to work off, and I needed a guy that I could just go back and forth with. And that's how it worked for a long time. And then he told me a year ago that he was leaving the show. And then somehow it got twisted, and my agent told Jimmy he wants you off the show. And I reached out to Jimmy in the hall. He knows it was right outside the bathrooms in the crossover. And I said, Jimmy, why is BJ Shea calling? Jesus. He probably doesn't know I got moved. BJ Shea from
Very
Sherrod?
Well. He's going to get my new CD.
Is he really?
He's on my list.
Yo, BJ. BJ.
Who it is?
What's going on?
Buddy.
I'm on the air, bro.
That's right. I forgot you do afternoons. I'm an idiot.
Oh, you want to laugh at that like everyone else is laughing at me?
Dude, I'm not laughing at you. You got the greatest freaking schedule in the world. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Well, I'll be honest. I haven't napped in like 3 weeks, so that's pretty damn good.
Dude, I'm not. I was just going to call you, actually, just give you a little bit of love, dude, and also a little envy, saying, can you cut me a deal where I get afternoons? That would be awesome.
Well, I'll maybe this will work out down the road. Who knows? Yeah, a lot of people have been reaching out to me. BJ, I really appreciate it. You want to say anything to Rich?
To
you want to say anything to Rich Voss? He says that that he. What did you say?
I said BJ is on my list to get my new CD and do a phoner.
Oh yeah,
he's one of my.
Tell him to get his ass back to Seattle for Christ's sakes and start working for a living. What the fuck?
Well, get one of these.
Is he retired?
Last time I was in Seattle at the Parlor, I did Halloween weekend. I had so much fun at the club. But getting back in, they lost one of their clubs. They only have one club now. Hey, do a radio promo with me in Seattle at some club, and I'd love to come back. You know.
Yeah, well, listen, Rich, drop our goddamn name with any of those guys and say, listen, we love you, and we give them plenty, let you come on for the whole goddamn show, and that should be enough for them to go, hey, they get publicity. Why don't they bring you in anyway?
Well, how about this? How about this? When they bring in one of their comics, you say to them, I want Voss here. You have a little more pull with the clubs there than I do. So
yeah, if that's all it takes, sure. Next time we see the guy.
Boring!
Also, they reopened the new Giggles. I mean, it's now another place, but that old joint is back up against. There's another club in Seattle too, Rich.
All right. Well,
good.
But
anyway, listen.
Hey, BJ.
I know you guys are doing the show.
I got some Seattle news. So I'm reading in the paper today that Kurt Cobain's daughter there is a hoarder. What's going on? Does she live in the Seattle area?
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, but dude, I mean, come on, let's be honest. How is she not going to be messed up with that family?
She follows me on Twitter, so I got to be careful. But basically, she does a lot of online shopping, and the house is filled with shit from.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, but supposedly it's filling up the house, and a lot of the stuff isn't even opened. It was in the paper today.
I do it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I heard that story, and we kind of, we kind of are cool with it just because of the fact that she's their kid and they're messed up, and so we try to be as cool as we can about the way we talk about her. But it's sad. It's sad that her mom can't get her shit together at least to help that kid have a normal life.
God, I love Courtney Love though. We've had her. We had her on once, and she was amazing.
Do you know what's really sad?
From an artist standpoint, Opie, you're right, she is. But from a and look, you're a parent, I'm a parent, so I look at it like once you spit a kid out, it's over. You know what? Whatever you think you should be doing, you got to take care of that kid, or society's going to suffer. And she just hasn't done a good enough job, in my opinion. And
I mean, it's not, if she's a hoarder, that means she's not going anywhere. The daughter, she'll stay home.
Well,
hey, BJ,
that's what I'm saying. Look, if she's buying too much shit, it's better than injecting herself with something and put a shotgun next to her fucking head. I mean, honestly, and I don't know if you talked to the dude that made that Cobain movie, but we had him in, and he told us some stories about just like because he had to interview her and interact with her.
Well, which movie? Montage of Heck?
Exactly. Montage of Heck.
Wait, no.
That dude.
Who's the director you had in? No, because
I think he's a guy.
Not Brett Morgan. Brett Morgan?
I think so. I think he's the guy. Yeah, I'm getting old and I forget names. It's just bad.
Because Montage of Heck was amazing. The other movie was good too, but the director seemed like he didn't really know much about Kurt Cobain, Courtney Love, or anybody in that situation.
Yeah, no, the Montage of Heck dude is who we had, and he had said that that Frances Bean was just like, she said, you know what, you let me know who my father was. She said, I feel like I finally got to know him.
Right.
Which, so, but he had talked about how, I mean, that poor kid, fuck, dude. How do you get raised normally at that point? A hoarder? Jesus Christ, I'm surprised she's not worse.
Hey, BJ. BJ, we could go old school here. Outlaws of Radio, me and you. What do you say?
Listen, whatever you want to do, buddy. I got,
me and BJ started out at the same time, more or less, at Brother Wee's.
BJ started there too?
Well, I mean, BJ, what was I back then? And be completely honest. BJ was basically co-hosting with Weez.
You were Stan's intern, right? The PD's intern or a
Christ.
Something like that?
No, everyone likes to think I was an intern. I was making about $10,000 a year as an assistant promotion director.
Started as an intern? You started?
No! Everyone likes to say that up there.
Fuck, Opie, I don't remember. I know that you were there a lot with our show and stuff, but I forgot you were paid enough, dude.
You know how many...
Both of you, just don't fucking get old. You remember shit.
You know how many times we got drunk together and you're like, oh yeah, I kind of remember you being there. You remember the same?
Yeah, dude, I totally remember you being there. We got pictures of you. You were there the whole time. I just didn't know what the hell you did, except probably do a lot of shit nobody wanted to do.
Funny, thinking.
Let's be honest. I think that's what I remember.
Yeah, I'm thinking that right now.
That's what I remember.
I got pizza for Dave Kane. I did the traffic reports for Janet Merriam in the afternoons.
Yeah, well,
I did whatever the fuck Weeze wanted in the morning. Huh?
Stop bragging about the good life that you had there.
Right on, brother.
Hey.
All right. Are you done with BJ?
No, like I said.
I remember you were always the man. That's what I remember. I remember you were a good dude.
Huh.
That's I don't remember, that's all I remember really is that. And you know me, I was an asshole. So, that pretty much, that's what I remember. I was the asshole and you were the good dude. That's what I remember.
All right.
Well, hey, listen, BJ, it was good to talk to you. I said what I had to do it at this funeral, but get me back in Seattle, okay? Talk to it's up to you.
The one good thing about my memories, I'll forget that I fucking know him, and I won't talk to anybody about it.
I know. That's all right. I'm working.
Seriously, we got to chat when you're not working. And Rich, next time I see both guys from the comedy clubs, I'm gonna drop your name and say, hey, let's get him back up here.
All right. Thank you.
All right, BJ. Thanks for checking in. All right. All right.
Oh, my pleasure, dude. We'll talk a little bit later.
Oh, shut up. I got a show to do. He doesn't even remember me? How does BJ not he's lying. Lying.
What are you talking about? The guys down the hall don't remember you, and you've been here 12 years.
He's lying. He's lying, this BJ Shea.
He's in my top 10 favorites.
For radio shows you do? He's great. He's absolutely great. He learned very well from Brother Weeze, like myself. And he's another guy that credits Brother Weeze and shows loyalty to Brother Weeze. And
there's some good guys around the country that do right. I did 2 guys in Oklahoma that were great. Tyler and something in Omaha, not Oklahoma, in Omaha.
Oh, I don't know those guys.
It was great. It was like how it used to be here. There was no fucking don't write any list of just come in and talk.
Right.
That's the kind of radio.
All right. So where are we at now? He interrupted me. What was I saying?
You were saying that you're trying to get you're putting most of your focus in getting My Wife Hates Me back. You were just saying that, I don't know about Sam or whatever. I'm not.
You didn't really like my text to you?
What? Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay? My daughter. You know what?
But then you had to make me feel bad. You wrote something like, my daughter's crying.
Yes, my daughter started crying. She thought we were going to... When Bonnie told her we lost a radio show, she just started crying, said we're going to be poor. Right? And she did... Did you hear the last Ask Raina we did?
No, I did not.
Some lady called.
I was busy making aquarium videos.
Listen.
Yes, go ahead. Here it is. Eating like a pig. Do you mind if I read this?
As long as there's, go ahead.
No, I'll be careful.
Go ahead. I don't think there's anything negative about anything.
There's some shit talking in here. I'll be careful. I wrote you okay. Yes. You wrote eating like a pig at the Cheesecake Factory. Yes, but Raina cried when Bonnie told her.
Yes, she cried. Our 9-year-old cried that we lost our radio show. And I just said I want to just move on and buy an RV and live on the water like Rockford.
Right. My buddy Buzzy, people have been beyond cool. Hearing from a lot of people all over the place. He's reminding me that I was the assistant promotion manager at WCMF when BJ Shea was a big star on the morning show.
He was a big star with.
BJ Shea was way the fuck ahead of me back then. Way the fuck ahead of me. You heard that? You heard that?
Back then, right now too.
Now he's ahead of me. Now he's ahead of me again. Yes.
So is Roland. Listen. I did Brother Weeze back then. I told you this. I've said this on the air many times. I was single. All I remember is picking up a stripper and getting laid from Brother Weeze's show.
Yeah.
When I was there. I don't remember. I just remember doing the show in the morning. It was the morning, though, back then.
Okay.
And I picked up some stripper. I don't know what club. I was working Hiccups, I think.
Hiccups? In Rochester?
Yeah, it was Hiccups, I think.
I don't know.
And there was a tall girl that used to run the place. Very attractive. And, And ever since then, I've had a good relationship with Brother Ruiz.
That's good for you.
I think I've had good relationships with all radio, because you know why?
Why?
I'm neutral. I'm a neutral guy that looks out for his family.
I'm not going to lie to you. That has frustrated the hell out of me over the years.
What, that I'm neutral?
Oh, my God. Fucking take a stand, will you?
Yeah, the stand is me and my fucking family. And what I got to do to get ahead.
You got a new CD, Rich Voss 5, I see?
Yeah, it's going to come out 2 weeks on iTunes.
Oh, very cool. How did they get this?
Well, in 2 weeks, it'll be on iTunes.
Your mom died?
Yeah.
How long ago?
We talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In loving memory, I'm a little out of it right now. No, actually, I do remember. You were pretty bummed out about it. In loving memory of my mom, Marilyn Voss.
Yeah. This CD, my last two, Still Empty Inside and 141 IQ, went to number 1 on iTunes.
Good for you.
This will be number 1 on iTunes. This is... You know, you see how you grow in life as a comic, and you feel good when you're doing something and progressing. And I'm very proud of the CD. I'm proud of it. And in a couple weeks it'll be on iTunes, and then I'll do my whole radio thing, promo thing.
Yeah,
I'll do every radio show at Sirius.
Yes, you will.
Morning, afternoon, late afternoon, nighttime.
Yeah,
and I'll bounce around because. You know, Switzerland's got to do what Switzerland's got to do to stay Switzerland.
Switzerland. You want to try to say that a little more?
I had a little more. I had some saliva.
Yes,
I had some saliva.
A little saliva. Where was I? Are you paying attention?
Yes, you were ranting.
I wasn't ranting.
No, you were saying what you wanted to put out there. I think the last thing you said about was Sam or something.
So in the hallway, I felt like I had to talk to Jimmy because he got wrong information. I go, Jimmy, here's the deal. I still like doing radio with you, but I also like doing radio without you. And maybe we can figure something out. I don't know. And then that was the last time we ever talked about any of this shit. And then, fast forward, I was blindsided that I'm leaving the morning show. And they wanted me to make it look like it was my idea. Who the fuck would do that?
I would.
You would?
Yes, I would spin it to make it look... Because because the mutants out there, if you spun it to make it go, hey, you know what, I feel like doing afternoon, and you have talked about doing afternoons during your show with him, and if you go, hey,
what do you mean I talked about doing afternoons? Because this keeps coming up.
You have talked about it during the radio. Other times.
I had no desire to go back to afternoons, though. I'm sure if it was brought up, maybe you think about it for a second, but it wasn't a real possibility. Well, I got kids that I get to be. I'm lucky. I get to be home with them all day. Now it's all sorts of fucked up.
You'll see your kids. Don't worry. Listen.
And look, I got to keep saying, because I know how people spin every fucking thing. I'm not doing a woe is me. I'm just telling you, if you had the chance to do mornings or afternoons and you got 2 small kids in school, which one would you pick, Rich Voss? Be honest.
Me, personally?
Yes.
If
you had a chance to see your kids more, wouldn't you want to keep that going?
Yes, of course. Especially I saw my kids as much as I could when they grew up.
Especially because they're at that age that they still like me. They're going to go through that I hate your fucking guts period.
They won't, because my kids never did that. They won't.
Well, you're one of the lucky ones, because every parent I talk to, they're like, yeah, you know what, right around 15, 16.
Well,
say goodbye to them, but they always come back. They'll always come back to you.
Look, I don't know. Like now that I have Raina, I mean, with my older daughters, I was lucky. I worked nights. My ex-wife worked days. I would have them in the days. She would have them at nights.
Right.
Okay. But with Raina now, Bonnie is 80 to 85% of the parent. I got to go on the road all the time and make money.
Right.
Okay. I have to play golf, even though I can't hit a ball, but I think Golf Tech will fix it. So now, because my life is more confusing, and there's houses, there's cars, there's more, I have to make a certain amount of money. So Bonnie is there with the daughter. I get to see her.
Right.
But believe you me,
I get it. When I was growing up, I didn't get to see my dad until 7:30 at night.
Yeah.
I get it. I got a very easy life, and so I don't want this to be spun. But, everything's relative. If you get a chance to continue staying home and being able to be with your kids, or basically saying, well, I'll drop you off at school. It's 8 o'clock, and now I'm not going to see you till 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yes.
It's all relative.
You want me to...
Now, if I didn't have kids, maybe this would make a little more sense. I don't know.
This is what I would do in life. Can I give my opinion on things?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Even though you won't agree?
Yes.
I think you go do Anthony's podcast and bury the hatchet and see where that leads. Because people get divorced and then get back together and have even a stronger thing. It happens all the time.
Starting over.
It happens all the time. And what the fuck?
I pick my songs carefully.
You go fucking... You know what? Sometimes people gotta fucking... You know what? Okay, here, I'll give you an example.
Yes.
Can I give you an example?
Yes.
Listen, you got a genius here today. Take advantage of it.
Oh.
I've had fallouts with clubs, right? Where it was not my fault in any possible way.
More about you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm giving you a fucking example. It's me and
Paul,
you.
Paul, can we change the graphic to the Rich Voss show?
Listen,
Please.
It's me and you in here. I'm trying to help you, okay?
More about you.
I'm trying to help you. You're fucking damaged.
More about
You're fucking damaged.
You think I don't know that?
Okay, so I'm trying to help, and I'm going to give you a good fucking scenario.
All right.
I've had fallouts. This isn't about me. It's about you. I'm helping. Listen.
There you go.
Okay,
well, you
thank
can't
you.
call it My Wife Hates Me.
No.
Because Bonnie's not here.
Don't. That's too depressing to look at. Take that down. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Why don't you show pictures of my ex-wife's pussy, too?
Would you like to get back in there one more time?
No.
Okay. Just asking.
So I've had clubs where it wasn't my fault, but then I emailed them and said, hey, look, whatever happened, I'm sorry. Let's try to work this out, get past that, and move on. And now I work those clubs again.
Right.
Okay? Because you know what I did? I swallowed my fucking pride and said, hey, because you know what? In any relationship, two people are right and two people are wrong. So my opinion, and I said this to Bonnie, is just my fucking dumb opinion. I would go do Anthony's podcast, see if they can, and bury the fucking hatchet, move on. But even if you don't get back together, that's one last resentment that you have in life. And resentments are what kill people.
What resentment do I have?
Whatever you have,
I worked through shit.
You worked through it?
I've worked through a lot of shit, yes.
With who? With who? Dr. Wickland?
Ah, fucking Wickland. Please.
With who? Who have you worked shit through? Do you go to therapy?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Do you really?
Way to know your pal.
I don't go to therapy. You go to therapy?
Yes.
How many days a week?
Oh, I don't. It's.
Yeah, you go.
No, how many days a week? Why would you do it more than one day a week?
Oh, you go one day a week?
Yes.
For real?
Or I'm on the phone. Yes.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Well, how about you fucking have a conversation with me?
It's tough when you can't get you on the phone. Are you okay?
That's pretty good, considering I was trying to figure out my own shit.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to get outside.
I didn't have a job until Friday afternoon, you fuck. And this is how pathetic this place is. And they're fucking livid because they really wanted me to play nice. I'm not playing nice. I'm being honest, and I'm sorry.
But you're not being mean.
But I will say it again. I will fucking destroy it afternoons for you. But if things don't drastically change, I'm fucking out of here.
No.
And my gut told me don't go back. But I didn't have anything in place. And that is a fact, okay? But on Friday, when it finally came to it, I'm signing a contract by myself in a conference room with nobody around.
Well, you're getting pretty tough. Did Marlon Brando smack you at his daughter's wedding?
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean...
But my point is, I
don't you think you got to make the best out of what you have?
Yeah.
So don't you think you could turn this into a great show?
Yeah, so please leave.
Well, now you're getting rid of me? Now you're alien. Jesus. Hey, in 20 minutes, Erock, get out.
Please leave.
Jesus Christ.
I'll have a better shot
Maybe
at this.
you should go to therapy twice a week.
I don't even have... Everyone's like, so what are you going to do in the afternoons? I'm like, I didn't even have a show until Friday afternoon. Vic is still pissed at me. Sherrod is fucking
Why is
not
Vic
talking to me.
you?
Because, we were hoping to get him a little money.
Yeah.
So hoping to get Vic some money, hoping to get Sherrod some money, because these are the guys, after really studying you fuckers, I feel the most comfortable with. And there's a few more people on that list, by the way.
Am I?
Chris DiStefano's on that list.
He doesn't need it. He's got a TV show.
All right, but it's a guy I feel comfortable doing radio with.
He's a good guy.
You're absolutely on that list, Rich Voss, or you wouldn't be here for day one. Day one.
I'm a big fan of Chris and Sherrod.
But I couldn't get him any fucking money. None. Because they weren't paying attention in the last couple of years, seeing how the show was working at times. They have these dreams of me coming up with some huge A-list co-host.
What about
huge A-list co-host that I probably wouldn't have chemistry with?
What about Jenny McCarthy?
Jenny McCarthy?
I don't know. They would save money, wouldn't they?
My agent, in a complete panic, he's like, "Oh, they need an A-lister. How about Bob Saget?" I'm like, "Bob Saget? Have you heard him on our show over the years? He's a nice guy, but fuck."
It could be. Can you imagine if it was Kevin Pollak? How horrible that would be.
I like Kevin Pollak.
Oh, shut up! He'd turn around. He'd turn around every 5 minutes to do his get his hair ready for his dumb impression. Okay, he's gonna do Columbo fucking radio,
and then
a fucking old hack.
And then my agent, who's not really my agent anymore, but that's a story for another time. He goes, what about Billy Eichner?
Who's that?
I've never done radio with Billy Eichner. And then he writes back, what, too gay?
Who's Billy Eichner? I don't even know who he is.
Billy on the Street? You don't watch Billy on the Street? I actually am a fan of Billy Eichner, and I loved his show. I haven't seen it in a while.
Well, how about a guy like from Florida, like Cowhead? You and Cowhead get along.
Cowhead's doing his own thing.
He would have came up here, maybe.
He's good. No, they don't give a. It's not about who I feel comfortable with and have chemistry with. They want a big headline, like a big A-list celebrity that they can throw out there like, hey, look at this. And then I sit here like an idiot because I don't have fucking chemistry with the guy. I'd rather do radio with people that, I have chemistry with that might not be the big name.
But there might be a big name that you don't know.
Well, there's been some toss-arounds.
Well, Jenny McCarthy.
Some toss-arounds.
Jenny, she'd be a pretty girl to have in studio.
Add her to the list. She's a pretty girl,
isn't she?
I guess at one time she was.
I haven't seen her lately, but I think
I've seen her. I don't know if her face moves anymore.
That's okay.
Really?
I don't know. I thought she was, but she's married.
So you would like to date a Halloween mask?
I don't want to.
It doesn't move anymore.
Well, that's no way to start off a relationship.
No kidding.
You can't get her now because she's going to come in going, "Oh, my face doesn't move," and she's going to go like this. Yeah, really? And okay, how about let's see, who are some A-listers that want to do radio in the morning?
And then there's been a lot of people that have been, that have just contacted me, and I'm like, look, dude, I don't know what this is going to be yet. I just don't. I have to get over the fact that I don't want to be here, and then we'll move on from there.
But you're going to want to be here. You're going to feel.
Yeah, because I love doing this.
Yes.
I love doing this.
Right today, it's uncomfortable today. Yes, you're going through an uncomfortable period as your therapist. But yes, you will eventually go, oh, this is great. And maybe.
There's a lot of positives.
Yes.
A lot of positives. You're actually paying attention to me. I like that. I like when people actually pay attention to me.
I look you in the eyes.
You're looking me in the eye.
Like
it's
we're
weird.
In a prisoner yard.
And you've actually laughed at a few things today. It's kind of strange. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, well, I'm in a good mood because I'm not going through this.
You went through it. You lost the show.
Oh, big deal. I got comedy. We just sold a TV show.
It was a good show.
It was a very great show.
You do know how to do radio.
Well, the thing is, we're going to. I can't say it because it's about me, but we're bringing our podcast to another level. We're going to start doing that live, and then put it to Riotcast.
We could talk about you for a second. It's okay.
Yeah, it goes back and forth. That's what conversations do.
You do know you're on my list, right?
Of what?
Guys like to do this with.
Yeah, I've been doing this with you guys forever.
Right.
I was here before Norton. I was here in radio before Norton. Dice brought Norton in. I did the show. I remember you came to Caroline's to see me, you and Anthony.
All right.
You came to Caroline's. I fucking killed.
You had a goofy fucking hat on. I remember that.
Okay. I don't remember what you were wearing.
And sneakers that belonged on a 14-year-old. But that's what I totally remember about you. There you go. You're still wearing the fucking sneakers that belong on a 14-year-old.
Yeah, I like buying Nikes, and they would start sending me them.
That's what I remember about you, seeing you at
all I know is
Caroline's.
I'll tell you the beginning shows. I could tell you the first show I did for you guys.
Yeah?
Before, yes. It was someone was standing in water holding electricity. And
that was the first show you did?
Yes. And
Holy
I fucking smashed.
Fuck.
He stood in a tub.
It was a girl.
And they held a light. And
yeah, they made their hair go all sorts of fucked up.
And they made the light go on, too.
Yeah, just throwing like some voltage through the body.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like the second or third show, these two fucking pigs from Philly came in, and I attacked the fuck out of them. And then they pretended I left the studio, and I hid behind the wall.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
good times. Good times.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to get you and Anthony back together. That's what I'm going to do. You might be against it. I'm for it.
I mean, there was a lot of texting going on the last week, but everything was completely up in the air. But I'm like, look, dude, this is just way too much to unwind. Now, that's what it comes down to, just way too much to unwind. So, but you say never.
You have to address the fact.
What do I have to address? You want to take a break and then you can write some questions down for me. I feel like you need more time.
I'm not a producer. Okay. All right. I'm not going to write anything down. I go off the top of my head. I'm a genius.
Right.
I have a 141 IQ.
Yeah, I know.
On iTunes still.
We understand that.
On iTunes.
How do they get the fucking
That's
CD?
in 2 weeks.
Oh, real? Oh, I'm one of the special ones.
Yes, I brought it in for you.
Do you think I have time to listen to this?
Yeah, when you're jogging or rollerblading.
But how do you play a CD these days?
In a CD player.
Who has a CD player, Rich Voss?
I don't know. There's a lot of
How many CDs did he get printed out? Oh, you have to sell them at the shows, though. That does make sense.
Do you know how many?
My good pal Brewer doesn't do it that way anymore.
Look at the back on this.
He sells codes.
Yeah,
and then you could download it.
People don't want that.
Really? When I saw him, the line was out the door with
That's
people
because he's Tim Brewer, but they want to leave with something in their hand signed. They don't want a code.
He does the selfie. Do you do the selfie with everybody?
Yes. People take pictures of me all the time. Look at tracks.
They pay for the code, and then they do the selfie with Brewer. Like, yo, what's up?
Look at track 7, Funny Mofos.
Is it really?
No, you fucking idiot.
I was flattered for a second.
Oh, God, I couldn't think of anything worse to put on my CD. Funny mofo. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you. Fuck Norton. Fuck Anthony. I'm out of here.
You can't leave. I have no one else.
I think we're taking a break.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we will do that.
I mean, I can't hit a golf ball. You think you're going through shit?
No, I'm fishing. I'm good.
I'm
good. You want to go fishing?
I bought a Popel Pocket Fisherman.
There's no way you really did.
Yeah, I have it in my survival backpack. I put together 4 survival backpacks. I have 3 in my house and 1 in my car.
All right, so
major survival backpacks.
All right, so let's say you need to survive, I guess is the best way to put that.
Yes.
How are you going to catch a fish?
There's
no bait around. You can't just like go to.
I got fake worms.
You already got the fake worms.
Yes, I bought. I have that. I have canned food.
Do you have gulp?
Huh?
Do you have gulp?
What the fuck is gulp? Tell me what it is, and I'll tell you if I have it.
You don't have fake worms, then.
I got fake worms.
I'm going to keep that between me and my fellow fishermen. You don't have the gulp.
I have fake worms. I have bobs.
You have bobbers?
Yes, you know. I have hooks. I have everything.
What kind of hook do you have?
Huh?
You going circle hook? What do you got?
I got the kind of hook that if a fish bites it, they're done. I got little hooks, big hooks. I got all kinds of. But that's not only all the stuff in my survival.
Let's say you're in the woods.
I have a machete.
And your fake worms don't work. What are you going to use for bait?
What am I going to use?
Yes.
I have cans of sardines, too. I'll use a piece of sardine.
That might work.
I'll use a piece of sardine because they like eating their own.
God, are you a Jew?
Why am I a Jew? Because I have survival backpacks?
No, because you eat sardines.
I don't have. I have them for survival.
Oh. Well, they're a good form of protein.
I have a machete. I have an axe. I have little pans to cook on. I have fucking a thing you stir in water to purify your water. I have Every fucking thing. I'll bring it up here one day, my survival backpack.
And we could go through the survival backpack?
It's so fucking cool.
Oh, boy, let's pencil that in for Thursday.
I'll be in Ohio, in Cuyahoga Falls.
Oh, can't wait for that bit. I have no bits. I have no production. I have no one to officially do the show with.
Hey,
fuck you, stupid twat. You should have walked.
Hey, when are we getting Voss in the backpacks?
Oh, boy. Maybe we could get some special production for that. You want to guess what's in the backpack?
Oh, God, this is depressing.
Oh, wow.
We
got our first bit.
I feel like my first week in sobriety. I feel like I could relapse.
Oh, yay.
You know what's making me comfortable here today?
Oh, by the way, when's our first guest coming in? Oh, my God. The company said the guests will be flying on the show, and let's make sure we start off on the right foot and get those guests rolling through that show.
Oh, look at that.
Is Roland even here? I think he's I'm not blaming you, Roland. Trust me, I'm not. I know it's gonna be tough to get guests.
I'll tell you what makes me comfortable. No, it isn't. I'll tell you what makes me comfortable.
Yeah,
is seeing Erock in there. Because I haven't had the pleasure of working with him.
Well, he's not happy either. He lost his fucking show.
Yeah, but his show was unlistenable.
There's a lot of fucking pissed off.
No, it was good. I used to listen to him, and I called him. I know. I like him. I'm just kidding.
Erock does a very good radio show.
Yes, he does.
And it's not just me. There's a lot of people that are really fucking pissed off and sad around here. Erock's another one. He lost his fucking show.
I don't blame him.
You all right, Erock?
Well, we'll see how next week goes.
What does that mean?
Hopefully my show's not completely gone.
Ooh, is there some conversations going on?
There are, and there will be.
Ooh. How do you have these? Who do you have them with?
Ooh, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, 6 o'clock's open, so I could back to back with you.
Oh.
Crossovers, things like that.
I would like to do Tuesdays still.
You want
to do my show on Tuesdays? Go ahead.
No, I want to do it.
Can I? Hi, Opie. Just want you to know, I've been getting so many text messages. This one just came in, though. Look, there's no number, so I don't know, they're not important enough for them to be in my phone. And it just says, hi, Opie. Just want you to know you have my support. Good luck, Steve. It's not Dr. Steve, because he wrote me separately earlier.
And we know it's not.
I don't think I know any others.
Maybe it's Steve calling from the afterlife.
Steve who? Wait, was I supposed? Oh my God, Jesus!
What?
Yeah. Oh wow, is that good? Holy shit, dude! The fuck? Yeah, it's gonna take a day or two for me to get back into the rhythm of this. I should have picked up on that one. Wow. Wowee.
Here's my proposal to Sirius. Can I put it out there?
Yeah, they're not gonna listen though.
They won't?
No. God, no.
I already said it to Don and you, but I could put it out there.
Huh?
Bonnie and I, they cut back our shows because of money, right, Erock? Is that what they said?
They don't talk to me. I don't know.
But it's money.
Wait. Somebody did the math for me. So you have how many backpacks?
4. 4 survival backpacks, 2 sleeping bags, 2 tents.
4 backpacks.
3 in the house and 1 in my car.
So you got 4 backpacks.
3 in my house, 1 in my car.
How many kids you got? I know the answer, but for the audience.
2 don't live. 1 lives in Houston. I'm not going to fly her up here and grab your backpack.
You're missing a backpack.
No, I'm not.
What if everyone happens to be at your house for, let's say, Thanksgiving when the shit goes down? Who doesn't get the backpack?
Raina doesn't need one. She'll hang out with Arb. She's too small to carry one anyhow.
You got 3 daughters and only 4 backpacks. Goodbye, Bonnie.
Hey.
Did you get Bonnie a backpack?
Yes.
Did I spit again?
Yes.
Why am I spitting more than you today?
Huh? Because you have a bad taste in your mouth. It's called Serious Executives.
It's more than Serious Executives, my friend.
I have enough backpacks.
You think they're really mad?
Who?
Like the bosses?
No, why would they be mad? They save money. All it comes down to is money on everything. Money is money, and that's why my proposition will get us back on the air.
But they want me to be like this good soldier, like, it's your idea.
Well, they got to
You wanted
spin
to
it.
sleep in, and we're going to put out this press release where everyone is happy. Why the fuck would I do that now?
Listen, you
Where are we
can't
going
fake
next?
buffers.
Where do you think we're going next in a year from here?
We already sold. If they pick up our TV show,
Yeah.
If they pick it up, they bought the script.
Yeah.
If they pick it up, I don't know where you guys will go because I probably won't be talking to any of you. But
No shit.
okay,
Boy,
and
do I know that game.
I always talk. And we have two other, and we're making another movie. So
Yeah.
maybe you guys will become real producers.
Look around. There's not you guys.
No, you and Lindsay.
Oh, okay. That's nice. I
Because
thought
Bonnie and
I thought
Lindsay-
you meant the radio, like.
No, because
world.
Bonnie and Lindsay get along great.
Yes, they do.
They get along great. They get together.
Yes, they do.
They,
All right. Can we take a break?
I'm not stopping you.
We're starting to fall off a little bit. Let's take a break. We'll regroup.
You know what I-
we'll
know what
talk
I
some
hate?
more shit after the break.
Okay, but real quick.
All right, go ahead.
I hate when people go, hey, man, we're gaining weight. No, we're not falling off. I'm fucking carrying and holding my own.
You're doing okay.
I'm doing good
You've made it a little bit too much about yourself.
to help you. I'm giving examples. I'm giving fucking examples.
Oh, I see.
Oh, hold on. There's Shuli. All right, I'll be right back.
Shuli, maybe I shouldn't say this. He came right up to me, dude. Just wanted to let you know.
He's a great guy.
I love Shuli.
He's a good
Couldn't
guy.
have been nicer.
He's a very good guy.
I don't want to like put him in a bad spot because he works for Howard, but he's always been beyond cool to me.
All right. I'm going to.
What's the plug before the break?
This Thursday through Saturday, I'll be at the Funny Stop in Cuyahoga Falls. And for real, if your golf game has fell apart like me, try to go to Golf Tech. They put you in harnesses. I truly can't hit a ball. I went from low 80s to I can't hit a ball.
Right.
So they put me in all these harnesses and all this shit.
Yeah.
And if you're buying on Amazon, amazon.richvoss.com. All right.
What are we buying on Amazon?
Everything. Don't people buy everything on Amazon?
I got confused. What were they buying there?
I'm saying if you buy anything
I
on
kind of got
Amazon-
bored in the middle of your plug.
I'm not plugging to you. I'm plugging to the 12 listeners.
Oh.
If you're buying on Amazon, buy on amazon.richvoss.com.
Oh, because you get a little taste of the action.
Yeah.
If they buy stuff.
Yes.
I heard about that.
Yes. Do Riotcast.
I heard about that.
And in a couple of weeks, my new CD will be out, Rich Voss 5.
All right, we're going to continue with some other shit. Is Dennis Falcone here? I want Dennis Falcone to come in here with song suggestions based on everything that has happened in the last couple of weeks. I want to see what kind of balls he's got. I want to see what kind of balls this Dennis Falcone has. Tell him to get a list, and he comes in here next. Songs I should be playing. Like I started the show with John Lennon starting over. I thought that was a nice way to start. All right?
I would have started with I'm a Loser. What the fuck?
Opie Radio.